stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to go up top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you, but
snatches it on the line. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about...
There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Puts it out of the air. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Running back searching for a hole. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. And in this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First play of the drive wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Silva. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Adkins. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Looking to fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Having a playmaker situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this guy.
Gents, a big game where you are today and a massive rivalry between Arkansas and LSU. Here's the latest. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Agbana. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Agbana. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Looking for space, it's Atkins. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Sure hands, it's Meadows. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Wants to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. He's got it at the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The play action fake. This time on target. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense, because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions.
It's a running room, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sooners. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like,
makes the catch down the right side. Wide open spaces. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown time.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides to back and leaves it. Spins away from the defender. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Agbana. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on second and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Just enough time for one final play in this half. These corners going to give them some space. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Agbana. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. a little space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
On the run, it's Adkins. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Meadows. Turning it on! They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And we've got a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Intercepted for the 11th time. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Bama! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC. but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Bowling Green. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Floating away. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss, and that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll sneak it. Got the first down and still on his feet.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Using his legs, it's Little. Jukes his way for more. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Makes the grab. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes with 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he toast the coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Power football with the run. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Looking to scramble. Got room to work. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Extending the play. He's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Sends it back in motion. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Got his man. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Throwing right. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short.
Military start! Military start!
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Caught behind the line. It's Adkins. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Turns it on in midfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A
running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll ride the hot hand. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The give on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they'll run the draw. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wide open downfield. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.